Learn about body systems with Ace and Robot.
Today you will learn how different body systems work together to get molecules to your cells. We'll focus on the digestive system, the respiratory system, and the circulatory system. You'll also learn what happens when one of these systems has a problem, and how conditions like asthma, anemia, diabetes, and an injury to the pancreas can affect the body.
By the end of this video, you should be able to explain how food and air turn into molecules that help your cells work.
And you'll be able to identify what goes wrong when molecules don't get to the cells.
Molecules may be tiny, but they make a huge difference in how the body feels and functions. Let's see how. The digestive system's job is to break food down into tiny molecules like carbohydrates and proteins. Carbohydrates break down into glucose, and proteins break down into amino acids. These molecules must be small enough to move from the digestive system into the circulatory system.
So food starts big, but ends up small enough for our cells to use.
Carbohydrates break down into glucose, and proteins break down into amino acids. Breakdown complete.
The digestive system breaks down carbohydrates into glucose, and the circulatory system carries glucose everywhere. But glucose cannot enter cells without help. Cells need a molecule called insulin, which acts like a key to unlock the cell membrane.
So insulin unlocks the door and lets glucose in.
People with type 1 diabetes don't make enough insulin. Without enough insulin, glucose stays in the bloodstream. Blood glucose levels get too high, and cells don't receive the glucose they need to release energy.
Warning: glucose trapped outside the cells. Energy production failing.
The pancreas is an important organ in the digestive system. It makes digestive enzymes, which break down food into molecules like glucose and amino acids. Without these enzymes, food wouldn't break down enough for molecules to enter the bloodstream. Sometimes, the pancreas can be injured. When the pancreas is damaged, it can't make enough digestive enzymes. Without enough enzymes, food is not fully digested. Large starches and proteins pass through the digestive system without breaking down. Fewer glucose and amino acids enter the bloodstream, and cells don't get the molecules they need.
So someone can eat the right foods, but still not get enough molecules from them.
Alert: low molecule levels entering circulatory system.
This causes stomach pain, diarrhea, and tiredness because the cells aren't receiving enough molecules to function. When you breathe in, you pull oxygen molecules into your respiratory system. These molecules travel down smaller and smaller tubes until they reach the alveoli, the tiny air sacs where oxygen moves into the bloodstream.
Oxygen transfer complete.
Asthma affects the tubes inside the lungs. When those tubes become irritated, they swell and narrow. When that happens, less air enters the lungs. Fewer oxygen molecules reach the alveoli. Fewer oxygen molecules move into the circulatory system, and cells receive less oxygen.
So even if the body has glucose, cells also need oxygen. And asthma makes that harder.
O2 intake reduced. Airways constricted.
With too little oxygen reaching the cells, the person feels short of breath, tired, or unable to exercise comfortably. The circulatory system is like a delivery network. It carries oxygen from the respiratory system and glucose and amino acids from the digestive system to every cell in the body.
So everything the cells need is delivered through the bloodstream.
Delivery trucks activated. Red blood cells loaded with oxygen.
Anemia happens when the body doesn't have enough red blood cells. Even if the lungs bring in plenty of oxygen, fewer red blood cells means less oxygen is carried through the bloodstream. Fewer oxygen molecules reach the cells, and cells cannot function well.
That explains why anemia makes someone feel tired or faint.
Oxygen delivery system compromised.
Anemia is often caused by not getting enough iron, because the body needs iron to make red blood cells. The digestive, respiratory, and circulatory systems work together to get molecules to the cells. The digestive system provides glucose and amino acids. The respiratory system provides oxygen. The circulatory system delivers all those molecules throughout the body. When any system has a problem, like asthma, anemia, diabetes, or injury to the pancreas, cells don't get the molecules they need. By now, you should understand. The digestive system breaks down food into glucose and amino acids. The respiratory system brings oxygen into the body. The circulatory system carries all these molecules to the cells. Asthma causes airways to narrow, so less oxygen enters and fewer O2 molecules reach cells. Anemia results in fewer red blood cells, so less oxygen is carried to cells. In diabetes, not enough insulin is produced, so glucose can't enter cells. And finally, if the pancreas is injured, not enough digestive enzymes are produced, so fewer food molecules will reach cells.
When any system has a problem, the cells don't get what they need to stay healthy.
And healthy systems equals healthy cells equals a healthy body.
Molecules might be tiny, but they determine how your whole body functions. And that is what you should now understand.
Mission complete.